Hi, everybody. Welcome. I'm Teri at Holding Your Space, and here is JJ to talk to you. So, welcome, JJ. I guess
Thank you.
that we're simulcasting, so
Mhm.
yeah, we're both on. So, any channel you see this on is a great place to see it. So,
Mhm.
please like and subscribe. Do all the YouTubey things. Housekeeping. Um,
Housekeeping.
yeah. So this is I don't know how many weeks we've been doing this now. I lost count, but I'm loving it.
Yeah.
And we just come together, and I recognize almost all of you, and we just come together and talk about um, Kundalini energy and the energy that's coming in for everybody. So it's really, really amazing.
It is.
Um,
I'm blown away, like, what comes up in these sessions. It's like
right?
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's really amazing. So, hey, Leah, yeah, all the cool kids, baby, you know it. Hi,
Thank
Annie Bear. Annie Bear's here, and Richie's Reach.
you. Hmm.
I think Richie is on day 18 of 30 days.
Yeah.
So,
That
God,
sounds right, Richie? Is that where you're at?
man, amazing. Heather is here. Let's see. Hey, Hypnicity. Aw, please tell me when things will lighten up. I'm almost
Yeah.
afraid to go to hope for brighter days.
Oh, yeah.
Man, honey, it's tough. It's tough. I agree because I went from being on top of the world today to being going, "Romp."
Yeah, in one day, right?
Yeah, totally in
Me
one day.
me too. I thought it was because of, like, what I ate. Like, my energy just went
Right, right. And then I was like, I went in. I'm teaching. Doing meditations, leading meditations in person now at the yoga studio down the street. And
Oh.
this week they had a really beautiful magic um, thing, or magic feminine, which was cute, and it was a day of the feminine. And so I sat there and threw a few cards out, but nobody came. I was like, I was only there for an hour, granted, but
Yeah.
I was just like, what am I doing here? What am I
Oh.
doing here? Yeah, everybody's talking about the snow coming in out there. Ah, yeah. It's dedicated to you for your kind, authentic self, Richie Reach. I love
Oh.
that. Annie Bear loves everybody. She's so sweet. Hi, Michelle. Nice to see you. Diana's here. Hello, tribal dancers.
Hello.
Um, let's see. And then I saw somebody new. Teresa Ford's here. Hi, Moira. Wayne Rich.
Mhm.
Getting a lot of people in now. Quilton Babe, Suzanne Rich. Suzanne, are you Wayne's other or higher self? I don't know how you want to call it. Hi, Millie. You're his divine feminine. Let's call you that.
Mm.
And no problem if you're not.
Yeah,
You're still the divine feminine.
those are the Vermonters. I
I
grew up
are
in
you?
Vermont, yeah.
Oh man, how beautiful.
Yeah, I
Pogo
was
Pogo's here. Hey, hey, hey. Jessica Lynn, Teresa Ford. Um, okay, I'll get going because I'll just talk to you guys all day long, and we'll talk about everything. Hi, Randy. Okay, so we do have a lot of energy coming in hypnicity.
yeah.
You are absolutely right.
Mhm.
Sharon, you were the second one here, and I didn't say hello. I'm sorry.
I
Um, and it's kind of like this energy is coming in, and it's coming in heavy.
yeah.
It's rolling in. So that's why working with your Kundalini and staying balanced is huge for all of us. And recognizing our power, that we have the power to change it. Like, it doesn't have to change us. We can change it because we're in control. Or we think we're in control.
The illusion of control.
Yeah. I should say we are aware of it. We are aware of, it, and then that awareness makes us, like, not attached to it. Non-duality.
Non-duality.
So
Mm.
oh, yes, please, Annie Bear. You think you ascended yesterday and today.
Mm.
Yeah, right? Definitely. I'm feeling it. Like, every time we meditate, I'm just going, um, "Hypnicity, you're earning your wings." Moira, yeah, they missed out. It's okay. They had a bunch of other stuff going on. They had a bunch of speakers and all sorts of stuff going on, and I was like, "Okay." I just jumped in there, thinking my typical ADD mind thinking, "I think I've got cards in my car. I think I'll just pull up a table and sit there for a minute." And I did, and I felt a lot of judgment, and it was nobody around me because these were beautiful people, but it was me.
Hmm.
So, anyway, I digressed. So, somebody has a green orb. Hmm, okay. Um, so let's get it into what we're talking about today, I guess. Kundalini,
Kundalini.
which is
Mhm.
like a party in your mouth and your tongue. Aw, thanks, Heather. Yeah, um, oh, still crazy and dizzy, Fogo,
Yeah.
from a Reiki alignment. Yeah, right? That's
Yeah,
the other
I
thing.
call I call that, like, an energy hangover or, like, a spiritual hangover. That's what happened when I got, Reiki 1, because I received it twice because, um, the Reiki master did it, but before that was one of her students, and so I got hit twice.
Mm,
It really opened me up, and yeah, I woke up the next day like just energetically hungover from it. It was powerful. The Reiki's powerful. Yeah.
yeah. I've been to a few retreats where I get, a crown chakra burn,
Ooh,
where you just it doesn't feel good. I mean, it's fun when you're doing it, but then you're like you go back to your room and you're like, "Oh my gosh,
yeah. And then when you're
what
at a
happened?"
retreat, sometimes, most of the times I don't have a room with a bathtub, or like if I'm lucky, it will have a hot tub or something, just
Yeah,
to chill out in some water or Epsom salt or something. And it's like
yeah,
you're away from your home and away from your stuff. Yeah.
yeah. It is, it's not easy. I always take, just a few little things to make an altar when I travel, but,
Oh, good idea.
yeah, and it helps, but, and then I put a few pieces of fruit on it as offerings and eat them as the time goes on.
That's great.
Um, Heather, Epsom salts is your friend these days. Yeah, I'm gonna go to a float tank this week, so I'm totally
Yeah,
going to the
I've
float
never
tank.
done that. How do you like it?
I love it. I do
Yeah?
love it. Yeah, I'm gonna do that and then an infrared. The time
Nice.
has come, my friends, to release. So,
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and go through, what I downloaded, and we kinda are doing a little bit of opposites today of what we downloaded, but not.
Mhm.
But it's interesting, and we'll see how 2 Tots bring that in, and, um,
Yeah, and
yep.
you guys will see me. I know most of you know that I have a yes and no eye, but you'll see, like, my body move, and that's, like, spirit coming through, so unless I have Tourette's. I'm pretty sure I don't have Tourette's.
I do that too, though. I
Yeah,
rock a lot,
yeah,
and Debbie does too, so
yeah.
and yeah, and kiddos that are on the spectrum do too, so that's good. So what I wanted to talk about today is, what they were showing me was a cenote, or some people might call it a cenote, which, you find a lot in the Yucatan. And it's, like a cave system, and the top of it has collapsed. So it's a water, beautiful water, and it's usually fresh water. But there's a way into it through the mangroves often. And this water is super clear. I mean, beautiful. And they're magical places. The Mayans really revered them as healing spaces. And there were gods there that they would go to for healing. And it was really beautiful because I was thinking a lot about duality today and non-duality. And then I got the download of this, and it said that the Mayans special water, and it's a special entrance to it, and it's called Zibalba, which is the place of life and death. It's like the space of the underworld where you can reach it, but also the space of life. Um, and then there's a particular god, Chai, that comes in, and he's the god of lightning, thunder, and mineral healing. So, oh, and rain. So anyway, it's a symbol of duality, but I'll just that's kind of the background on it, and then I'll just tell you what I got. Um, and so what I downloaded was water. It comes in through the water, the light right now, and the Kundalini. Um, it's like a mangrove has snakes, but the snakes are the roots, and it's life and death in here as it comes in. So it you know how in the mangroves and the cenote, the underground branches come in and form in the jungle, and they start to kind of um, not decompress. What's it called when they um, decompose? Decompose. So it's the balance of beauty and sorrow, the in between. As fresh water comes into it of the spring, the cenote, where beasts sleep like angels. And this is true because um, man rays and sharks will come into the water there and sleep. It's like they're hypnotized, they don't move. Um, and so beasts sleep, huge, giant beasts, and angels, like the tiny little fish that come in, are still awake. And the tiny little fish will come up and nibble on you really lightly. And they're just really, really sweet. Nibble on your feet like feathers. Touch the sun, shines along the tree line, comes in for comfort and balance, the sunshine to the water. There's a spring here where dark and light make nice and move to balance. This is what the planet asks of us. Let go, let it out. Let the sharks sleep. Give them no power over you. And they were real firm on that, like, give this old energy no power over us. And I really had to look at that today too. Um, okay. Let the sharks sleep. Give thunder. Give them no power over you. Crystals and water shine. Branches underwater give birth to new life. Constant change, the constant change of energy and energy as it moves through it. So fresh water enters the sea. So it's that combination. Even the water is two different kinds of water, but it's constantly changing, and it's such a beautiful place. Like, you would think it would be really ugly because it's right in the middle of the desert or in the middle of the jungle usually, but it's just this collapsed, beautiful water, and between all that, dirty, kind of stinky, like the mangroves are. They are kind of dirty and stinky, and then all of a sudden you see this crystal clear water with sleeping sharks, and it's kind of like, this is what we've entered into, something really unexpected in this lifetime, I think. the way the energy is, the things that are happening around us. And I do feel like they're asking us to look at that, the in between.
Well,
Annie,
so
okay.
I'm laughing because the thunder started when you started talking, like a little bit before you said thunder, but we're having this, like, I didn't even know we were going to have a storm, but it's gray outside. But yeah, there's thunder happening right now. So
Oh,
cool.
oh, oh, sorry, honey. I didn't see that up there. I got it down.
You were part
Okay.
of it,
Yeah,
Annie.
you're part of the story, honey. Sorry
Yeah.
about that.
Whew. I love just the picture that you painted and your guides. What a beautiful place to where the sharks can rest, because you know my language just wants to come out, but yeah, but the in between is such a beautiful place, and I feel like that. I think I would love to like float there, um, to just kind of like be at peace with our beasts, to be there and be still with them, to see them like to see them sleeping in peace. I love that idea. And what you were saying about like stepping out of the old ways, that's something that Tuta brings up lots of times. It's like the old way is just not going to work anymore. Um, so that's right on with Tuta.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Hi, Mary Louise, Callie. Um, yeah, there is a lot of in between, and everybody's Teresa says, yeah, it's like we created bubbles of higher energy around us and then connect them with each other.
Mm.
Love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so beautiful. Um, yeah.
Oh, when you were talking about the Mayans, I had to write it down very loudly. They said the Mayans are here. And it's so interesting because when I was writing it down, they wanted me to spell it here, but then also like here, like hearing. And so they're here. And I can see some of them are here as the carvings, like the rock carvings are here, which I think is really interesting. Yeah. Yeah, so they're going to be a part of this. So thanks for bringing those in.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I love their pyramids down there too,
Hmm.
and their temples. It's beautiful when you go in the jungle and see them.
Yeah, through my years with Tuta and listening to them and what they have to say, the Yucatan is has something to do, like Yucatan and Panama and Utah. Like those are the things that I recognize that they talk about often. I got goosebumps thinking about it, but yeah,
Wow,
yeah,
that's amazing.
yeah.
I could feel that. So they talk about um, the blue light that comes in now, and kind of upgrades our light system as we go into fifth dimension. And as this comes in, it's being activated at different parts and coming through the pyramids. But they also talk about um, that the mountains are the pyramids as well.
Mm.
Like it's not just the pyramids that we see around the world, but it's like Mount Shasta
Yes, yeah,
and Mount Everest, and of course Machu Picchu, and
yeah.
all around the world. And and I've heard that the United States has more pyramids than any other country.
Interesting, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
really interesting because we do have so many mountainous areas and old
Mhm.
mountains too, right? Like Arkansas and Virginia. the Carolinas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what, yeah, they just want to come out and play tuta.
Oh,
But
yay.
what they, before we came on, they were talking about the star people. They said justified, justification, turn to smoke, the swirling DNA within the smoke, and the Kundalini joins with the smoke. And then they said in reverence today. So we'll be exploring this journey or whatever is happening today with reverence. They do come in and say that quite often. And when they do that, they have me bow my head, and I can't move it until like I'm like, okay, with reverence. So yeah. Pakuna Tiotono Katana Koka Itana Kianaka. Oh, and then when you were talking, they also said it's best received with water. The blue light is best received in the water. Yeah. So they're like, imagine that, that the things are sleeping. They are at peace right now, and we are walking barefoot through the jungle, and we just know in our energy centers which direction to go to the C note. And we can hear like birds, but as we step into their energy, they're quiet. And we take these soft steps. And we come into a little clearing where this beautiful blue water is. And they invite us. Some can sit with just our legs in the water. Some people can just gently swirl their fingers in this water. And they're like, the water is all around. The water is in the air. It's in the vegetation. It's in the roots. And it's in the rock as well. Papaku ishtitanu kanamaku. Pashe kyo naka kaka. Ye tana nana kyamaku shematia. Mta. Papa uni, katutama. Papa uni, calling in the Papa uni. Kupa ilshe makuyama, kyatiama pawishtita. Come sit by the water with us. Yanu kyama she matu katu tenamo paopya. Patyanushti the weavers, having the energetic light weavers come in. Paui, tauai. Yanoika, kunaka. Yamatitu, yamapaku, mishtitayinaka. Papaku, keinita, mashti tawi, kanui, papayewa. Matu titamakush, titana, yanui, katanama, kuyawa. Ya titanush, tita, o katanaku, kitamaka. Yukatanako, katitamamakishtitaye, patito kuito makushtitaye, anotanamakushtitayewa, yetita. They're talking about the Yucatan, and they're talking about the, there are some people either here now or the ones on the replay who will be stepping into a role of the automatic writing from from the sacred spaces. Yatuto, kiana, tita, shtita, mawa, shtita, yewa. Yatutonomoku, Katinamamukushtitayewa, Maua, Kokianaka, Mawa, Ko Ishematia, Makotita, Katatanamashtita, Ya wan, Kiamako Ashematia, Titonomata, ta. Katitono noishtita yewa, Yanotita. As we're by this water, pakunata, in the water, of the water, palututono moshteta, magui, aligning the water in us with the water in this beautiful place. Kushtita, cleaning, cleansing. Kutanonoshtita, all the water within us. Seeing any of the toxins, any of the pollutions within our water. Kuti, evaporating. Kutama, kianata, ushtita. Yanotita, and holding that image of the water drops within us. Tutita, makutita, makushtita, yewa noika. Atita, kushe. The cleansing is important. Akotamakutamakushitayewa, matutonomakutamakushitayamatiata, yatanamakotitamakushitayewa nuka, pa ntu ka ntakanakiatanashtitai, yanotanamakushtitana yewa kunakuka, yatutanashtita, ayewa, makotita, fire and water, kunamakuka ma ishtita, yanotita. Yano katutanostita yewa makuya yetita. There's the water evaporation, and with the fire there is smoke. Matutita yetita, and we get to decide right now. Pukanotita, if we were energetically elementals changing, atutanostita, would you be water that is evaporating into Kundalini or with Kundalini, or would you be the sacred fire, the sacred smoke? Tutama kutita. Patuti anotita mkatanako ushawa yetita. And if you're somewhere in between there, they say mist. Mist is a nice place to be in between. Atuto yanu. So seeing our energy becoming fluid. Pakuna katuna shtita, switching and changing. Kuyaku kai, calling our heart spaces. We know how to do this. Remember, pakuna kushtita yewa. Our Mayan people are here. Malkutito kunumo kutita nashtita. They have like a direct line to the star people. But the star people, interesting enough, they're bringing it to the earth as well, inner earth. They're like, you can't have a planet without the energy of the stars, the star people. Yanuka ishepa ntatama kuyawa kuwa yena tamakushtita yema tui. Tatonaka yetita. And we have many teachers. We have many teachers from the beginning of us to right now. And whoever they are for you, for us, for them, just see them stepping closer to us if it's for our best and highest good. Because there are some of them that were teachers of the shadow. But just like the water where the beasts are peaceful and at sleep right now, it feels in a safe way for me anyways. And just seeing all the teachers around us as they are witnesses, whether we're smoke or whether we're the evaporation of the water. And and this is just a way for us see ourselves rising, rising and becoming intertwined with the Kundalini energy. Utanoshtita, the blue light. Amakutita. Amakutita, the DNA. Maukaita mashtita. They're like stirring in the great pot. Utamakoshita. Yatititamakushtita. And they're like the great pot is where the water and the fire meet. Yatiama, yatiama, pakyono tiano tamapawa shewayewa. And as we are enveloping and weaving with all of this, just seeing our physical selves just like breaking open, to sit and be panota. And it is as if the snakes, the roots that are in the ground, the snakes that are in the ground are coming through the soil, they're coming through the water. And they are also spiraling, spiraling with us. Tui, 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 mamamakoshita yewa. Aye, aye, tatana koshita yema tui. Tana tui, tana papakyoto tionodo. Not only to help us shed kutita, the old ways, yamapao tia tia, tokomako tanoshtita, but to also guide us into that underworld, yamakotita, where the Patutono, where many stories are kept. Many stories are waiting for us. Those are the stories that are written on the tablets, the the tablets, the emerald tablets, the jade. And some of the titano, something similar to scrolls. Oh, they are the crystals. In the earth. Makoti. And see if you can smell the earth, the deep, deep earth. They're saying that the star people have left this information. And one time we knew this. Yati. And just seeing ourselves in this this earth room, and it's almost as if either we sit, somehow we're touching the sides and we're touching the bottoms of this area, and just feeling that the information is surging and ready to emerge. Kianaka, and we get to be the caretakers. We each get to take in collaboration, in reverence. In reverence, we get to co-create with something from this room. And it's as if we don't even need to bend over to pick it up. Because it's infused and woven in. In our skin, in our blood. In our bones. And even if we don't understand what it is at this time, that's okay. Makutita. Yanuti mampako nako shepatianama koshewa. Kutanama kuyopama kushtita yewa. Anutita. And just spending a few more minutes in this room. Patutonomuku. What do you sense? What do you see, smell, feel? And looking around, I see us. I see you. I see us. Yatatama, as if we are the ancestral miners. Pa paukonati mining kutitana paukona makota titano shtita, finding the treasures that were buried, that were held, that were kept. Kunaka 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 kianama kunaka kianata yapakushtewa. And inviting any star family in to present themselves to us at this time, whether it's something we feel or see, or we can also choose not to at this time as well. Koka, 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 koka. Yanui, pakunatita, yanui, panutita makoshtita yewa. And they have pokamakutita ushtita, like a spiritual lunchbox, if you will. It's like the metal ones we used to have. Titamo tita yewa, like the titomokushita, like the Holly Hobby one or whatnot. Titomokuta, yata, yata, yata. And they've there are things rolled up in there for us. They're rolled up protecting something for us. And they're like, this is a snack, not necessarily something that we eat, but we can consume. And just bowing our heads in reverence to the the water, the beasts that sleep, the little fish that are awake and nibbling like feathers. This dense feeling of this earth realm and all of the information from the the elders, Yatu Papa Kunai ancient Tiano Kupa, Atitoma Pa, Yanu. It's as if we could connect with these spaces. Etita, Yetita, Yamako, Katatono Kushtitayewa, and just feeling this thrum, this beating of the drum of the earth's heart. Maku yanu, maku yanu, maku yanu. Titanoshtita. It's the beat of the earth. Tanoka, the heart of the star people. Pakunama kutita. Yanui tamakushtita, the gentle remembering. Kuna, 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 kuna. And then coming into our own here. They're laughing at the word own. Coming into our own. Yeah.
Can you ask them how they feel about calling ourselves and each other this one?
That's why they were laughing about our own. That's exactly why they're like, hello, did you not understand what we just did? That's exactly what they were telling me. Yes.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how beautiful for the ones of us. I know I've felt this way before, where it's like you can be surrounded by loved ones and you still feel alone. It's it's not difficult to explain it, but for people to understand when they haven't felt that, it might be, difficult to absorb that information. But it's the we miss our families and we miss our home, the ones that aren't here right now, and so stepping into or remembering the one. Sorry, they're talking to me. Yeah, it's pretty special to know that we're all here together, and it's okay to miss our people, even though we have this community. They're just saying that they understand. Um, they understand. It's almost as if they're doing that beautiful thing when, like, an elder, like grandmother or something, goes like this to your hand, and they're like, "We understand, and thank you, thank you for being here. We understand." Yeah.
That's so beautiful.
Mm.
I love that vision of the vortex of fire and water.
Yeah.
I mean, talk about duality, right?
I know. I was like, "Oh," and then they brought us into, like, the pot or the cauldron, and I'm like, "Oh my god, it's so cool."
Yeah. Yeah. And everybody, I don't know if you remember or not, but they said maybe you can smell it when we
Mhm.
were going in kind of in the underground, I think,
Yeah.
which was really beautiful. And oh, I should start them. I don't know why I keep looking over here. Um, okay. A lot of people have been doing the automatic writing.
Oh, good.
Richie says, I smell water. We are in an underwater cave in the Yucatan.
Oof,
There is
yeah,
something for us in the cave being kept safe.
yeah.
Whoa. Yeah. Yeah.
Goosebumps.
Lori says, I love how rapid the message is coming today. It is delightful to see and feel the happiness of it all. Reverence awakening. The
Reverence.
crystals, I feel the freedom. Yeah, that's so beautiful.
Cool.
Um, Moss. Yeah, Annie Bear agrees. Leah, mushrooms and moss.
Mm,
And Larimar stone is from a cave. Maybe it's the gems hidden there.
yeah.
Wow. Beautiful.
Can you
Beautiful.
can you imagine? I think it's, is it the Dominican Republic? I can't remember, but, like, Larimar comes from, like, a certain beach area. Can you
Oh,
guys just imagine, like, having your goggles on and, like, seeing that? I would love that.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing. Yeah. Rapid like water, Sandy. Yeah, definitely.
Mhm.
Um, I, you know, um, oh, she says yes. The Leah
Mhm.
says yes, the Dominican Republic. Lovely. Yeah. Yeah.
They wouldn't answer me, but I was just asking, are these like earth rooms, or like the place where things are kept safe? Um, I'm wondering if they're somehow connected to um, certain places here on our planet, and or is it just one collective? And I couldn't go there. So I'm just curious if anybody else here. Um, I'm just curious. Like,
I I definitely feel like underneath the pyramids, there's a bunch of stuff. The
yeah.
Sphinx, um, and, oh, yeah.
Hmm.
Mary brings up the crystal skull.
We were
Yeah,
talking about crystal skulls before we came on.
we were so talking about that, yeah. In between portals, yeah, yeah. There's, I think there is, like, a bunch of, stuff. They kept showing me, the design of the Mayan and Aztec design, it's very geometric.
Yeah.
And they were showing me that these are like little people, little workers underground.
Mm.
And it's kinda like, Legos on steroids, and they're all in movement, constant movement, like the, um, mycelium, but they're also, have a consciousness, an awareness. And
Yeah.
they're, like, working on something at the same time as the blue light. I don't understand all of it, but they
Yeah.
just showed it to me.
Mhm. It's like they said the word tinkering. They're tinkering.
Yeah, yeah, like they're mining.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, the miners. Yeah.
Yeah, they are the miners. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Um, uh, the other thing that you did is or that Chuta did is she did that big breath.
Oh
And I
yeah.
was already getting like a huge wave of energy when she said that. That was beautiful.
Mhm.
Fogo saw a temple. That's beautiful.
Mhm.
Um, so there was another part of that when you were talking about the guides coming in and new guides, and I do feel like we've got like um, people at our back, like
Mhm.
holding us up, but
Yeah,
also,
like solid, like how when you would look at like a Mayan carving,
yeah,
um, like solid
yeah,
and not smooth. Because it's like, if anyone here is a rock climber, it's like the difference, when you're rock climbing and it's like it's nice to have a little bit of a gritty stone so you don't slip. So it's like, yeah, it's nice and coarse, um, like they're there forever, like no matter how much rain comes through, it's like they're here forever. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Teresa Ford, as usual, takes like 5 minutes of my talking into one sentence. Are, are they mining light codes?
Yeah, and is that the one they said yes to? I read something and they said yes. Yeah, I think it's yours, Teresa. And it was right when Teri was saying something too. Like those two things had everything happens pretty quick in my head. So
Uh,
yes, yes on the
yeah,
light codes, which also brings up the green tablets. Yano Tita, more of the jade than the emerald is the feeling that I'm getting. That beautiful, like light green of jade. Um, and they are showing me like like the carvings. They're showing me like gold, like liquid gold for the symbols. Tutomakushtita were poured in. Tutanushtita, as if the emerald tablets were like the mold of something that they were pouring the gold into. Yeah.
wow,
Yeah.
wow, yeah. Um, let me see. Um, Richie says I couldn't get past the cast to find out more, but it was like the cave was the doorway, not the room. Interesting.
I I love that.
Yeah. Richie, I agree. And I kind of feel like when we go in there, there's guards. Not only are there guardians, but there's guards because they won't let everybody in. So it's like, again, it's an honor. And you have to have an open heart. It's
Mhm.
like your high heart, that pink light opens the room.
Yeah, and it's like we don't enter just by ourselves. It's almost as if they're showing me, like, for instance, the snake. There has to be some sort of collaboration with us, um, in reverence. But they are, Richie. There are some things that are right there, but they're not showing us right now. I got goosebumps with that. So
Yeah,
cool.
me too. Me too.
And they said yes to jade being the color of the water.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that water down there is amazing. It's so clear and beautiful, and it is jade. It does look like jade. Fogo was lucky enough to hold a friend's crystal skull and got a visualization from her. Wow,
Mm, yeah.
amazing. Yeah, just amazing, you guys. Amazing.
I
Wowie
like I like
zowie.
I like seeing the information of jade there in the community. It's pretty neat.
Oh, I didn't see
I
that.
forgot they can't see everything because we're doing
Yeah,
this on each other's
o-
channel.
only the highest ranks could have jade jewelry, Fogo Pogo says.
Yeah. And Teresa
Wow.
says jade is considered a protector of generations, living and dead. Cool.
Ooh,
The
Teresa.
underworlds, that's so cool.
I love that. Yeah, I love malachite too. Um, is jade the color of water in the Yucatan? There are parts of it that are that jade, and there are parts of it that are the blue. like almost like some deep blues and then the turquoise blue too. So it's funny how many different colors in the Yucatan the water is. Um, This is interesting, Catherine. Wonder if Chiron's nodes and nulls correspond to these locations. I would think so, Catherine. I just did a meditation with Chiron today. It was on fire. It's like I saw all these fractals. I don't know if anybody else has seen the fractals now, but lots of little tiny pieces, just like those little miners. They don't like me calling them little.
Who you call little?
Right? Oh, wow, Mary, you have a big piece of kyanite from the Himalayas. Weighs approximately 2 pounds. Wow.
What? Lucky.
Wow. And Fogo Pogo says, believe jade was considered a direct connection to the gods.
Got a yes for that too.
Yeah. And also in the Vedas, gold is a big deal, but jade is really a big deal. And there are so many similarities to even the spices that they use in Mexico and the spices in the spices that they use in India and Nepal. The oregano and cardamom and cumin. It's really interesting. Yep.
Yeah.
Right. Stay curious. Yeah. That's what I had to tell myself today, Annie. Yeah. Yeah. What does Richie say? Yes, 100% the connection breaks off like enough for now.
Yes.
Wow. Does that every week, doesn't it? Yeah. It's your birthday on Monday, JJ?
The 7th, whatever that is.
Wow. Yeah. Happy birthday.
Thank
everybody.
you.
That's
I'm
so
going to be
fun.
52.
Wow. I thought you were in your 30s. Really?
I just got oh my God, I'm so excited because I learned that people that are either in their 50s or 55 can get, I'm going to cover it, but look what I got.
Oh,
you can get discounts.
Yeah, you can.
Even in like on flights. So, yeah. I'm all for
Also
that.
on hotels.
Yeah.
Yeah, I use it all the time.
Yeah, restaurants.
Yeah, Lori, I feel like a little girl. I am excited to find out what is on the scrolls. I am a little one asking are you going to tell me what they say? Fun.
Yay, Millie's in the 52 crowd.
Yay, Millie. Yeah.
And Fatima, you're a Pisces too? Cool.
Hi, Ollie. Oh, I'm catching up to you guys. Wait a minute. Yeah. Welcome to the club.
Yeah, the best club ever.
Yeah, right? Definitely.
It's so funny because I pictured a rave and I'm like, no, it's like we have our walkers and wheelchairs and stuff.
But we are reverse aging now because it's all I feel like we're able to manifest now, and it's going to be just everybody's going to be able to do it, like changing your skin, changing. Oh yeah, I'm a major Leo, Mary. I don't know. I mean, it's weird because I've got a lot of compassion and stuff, but my ADD is definitely Leo. Hey Leah, you're on the 14th. Wow. Oh,
nice. 64.
Yeah. 64 is beautiful, man. Almost there. I'll be 65 this summer. And I'm rocking it because I'm going to be getting my Medicare on and right.
Lucky.
I know, right? Yeah. Spiritual attunement is the thing. Things are more clear and manifesting more clearly. They really are, Ness. And hello, Ness. Wow, Suzanne, you're going to be 66 next month. Congratulations.
62 for Annie.
Right, Holly? 58 and don't give it anything anymore. Anybody thinks, right? That's the beauty of it, right? Yeah, when I'm 64. Oh, Fogo's 36. She's so cute. Diana, way to go. 75, dang. Thank you, Wayne.
Yeah,
Yep, I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there. Yeah, Mary, you're 73, but you reverse the numbers to 37. Um, a lot of people talk about this reverse aging, and because these cells are in constant movement, atoms are in constant movement, and it's all in how you think about it, right?
Yeah.
And we can stay. I feel like our generations are going to be able to stay till we're about 120 if we want to.
If we want to, yeah.
Yeah, this may not be what everybody wants, and I've felt like that for a long time, and now they've got all the CRISPR and everything that's happening that it's probably just right around the corner before they solve so many things.
Mhm.
Anyway, that's a completely different story, isn't it? And
That's a different live stream. Tune in next week.
While the Kundalini anti-ages us. Yeah.
I don't know what CRISPR is.
It's where they take Ness and you guys, Teresa, everybody will know more than me, but I know they take the T from the chromosome and they change it, go into the proteins or something.
Oh.
And so they change it so the gene, it's the gene that would give you cancer, or the gene that would give you sickle cell or whatever. They can go in and change that. Yeah, it's gene therapy. Thank you, Annie Bear. That's the easy way to say it. Thank you.
Because it sounded like something that you do in an air fryer.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
It does. It's like
Just
laser.
pop in an air fryer.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Ness. It is a technique to cut DNA strands to rearrange it so medicine and pharmaceuticals can better match at the DNA level.
Oh,
yeah.
Right on.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Holly, between healing ourselves and between that, it's just, oh, you're going to be 58 this June, Kelly. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Did you guys hear the storm that was happening when Tuta was speaking? There was like hail and high winds. Not my dogs. All the dogs are loose now. But yeah, it was a huge storm that came through. I was hoping you guys could hear the wind chime.
The wind chimes were going crazy while you were talking. They were beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. It is like coding. Yeah, Teresa Ford, it totally is. Yeah. All right. Well, golly, that was quick, wasn't it? I
Yeah,
am.
that was fun.
Done. That was a blast today.
Yeah.
I love the water part and I love the fire part and the smoke. And you also brought up elements and a lot of our meditations lately, I've been seeing us going into the elements, like being the energy or the consciousness of water, or the consciousness of lava, or the consciousness of a stone. Like, it's really interesting when you go into that energy of that element. The element of smoke would be really fun.
Yeah, and they're hinting that all of the elements, it's almost as if they have there's some similarities in each of the elements where it's like I don't know if there's a certain frequency that they share, and I'm sure they have other frequencies as well, but it's almost as if they share like yanoti, like a song, a song. Um, and when it's really special and balancing, when they all come together, it's really, really beautiful.
Wow. Yeah.
Jam-
Do you know Jamie Price?
no,
Yeah, I don't either, Mary. That sounds interesting.
that's what we do when we meet people from Vermont, other Vermonters. We're like, hey, do you know so and so from Brattleboro? Don't you know that?
Richie says, who is maintaining the veil that keeps the information that we seek hidden, spirit, or galactic? Will things be revealed with first contact?
Ooh. Making me move. Hold on. It's almost as if they're making me move to show me that it is part of our song. Like when we come together, like the elements. It's almost as if we're the keepers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great question, right? Yeah. Right. Hypnicity Emoto's study of water. Yeah. Well, everybody, amazing day, amazing chat and questions. And I'm sorry if I missed anybody. But yeah, as we ascend, we reveal it to ourselves. Annie says, yeah.
That's good, Annie. Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds about right. Well, do you have some exciting things this week and this weekend besides your birthday?
I have a busy tomorrow is busy for me. I have
Yeah.
like there's 3 hours. You guys get 3 hours of me.
Wow.
Yeah, it starts with Sunday on the Sofa. Debbie Freebird Spirit is hosting that, but it will be on my channel as well, where we do mini readings. So you can come with your questions. If you had any questions here, feel free to ask them tomorrow. That's noon Pacific time. And then after that, Allie likes to do double dates. So tomorrow is 3-3. So she and I are sandwiched in between that and then light language with Gerald and Karen, Starseed Awakening 1111. We talk about light language. So yeah, Sunday's
Oh,
busy.
wow. Wow, nice. That
Yeah,
sounds like a lot of fun. Well, good. Have fun. I'm and I'll be on tomorrow with Kim from Intuitive You at 3:00.
great.
So
What are you guys going to be talking about?
whatever she wants to talk about.
Cool.
So
That's great.
she picks something and we talk about it and
Yeah.
it's I always feel like it's kind of a master class when I get together with her because I mean not what I say but what she says. So it's
Yeah.
really fun. Yeah. Yeah,
Cool.
with all of you guys, with you too,
Mhm.
JJ. It's
Yeah.
so much fun. I think we're just blessed right now with all the information coming in, all the
Mhm.
downloads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a fun time to be alive.
It's a golden moment. All right, everybody. Well, thank you for being here. Thank you, moderators. And Sharon Sipe, if you're still here, I saw you. Thank you, dear. Yeah. Have a beautiful weekend. We'll see y'all